this is Alex from Lincoln Park Library, and today's How To Tuesday is going to be Tumblebooks, which is our ebook resource just for kids materials. So in order to access this, first you have to go to our website. So this is our homepage. Our website is lincolnparklibrary.org. You can see it up here. And then you'll want to go to our resources page. So if you hover over it right here, you can either click it or you can just click databases on the drop down menu right here. And it'll bring you to this front page. So resources, under databases, you will want to click the main online digital resources. So that's where you access all of Maine's digital offerings in one spot. And this includes Tumblebooks. So if you click on that, it will bring you to our consortium's, I'm going to hit yes for the cookies. It'll bring you to our consortium's digital resources that we have here. So you can see that Libby's included, and that has some kids' books, but Tumblebooks is mostly, the realm for the kids in terms of electronic books, audiobooks, puzzles, things like that. So if you click this icon right here, it's the Tumblebooks icon. That will bring you to the Tumblebook library. So you can also see up here, it says tumblebooklibrary.com. So this is the home page. So there are books for, kids of all ages and reading levels. On the home page, kind of similar to Libby, it'll give you certain highlights and featured things such as, a lot of it's like the new books. So here you have new books. There are new graphic novels and ebooks. It looks like they had a highlight for like November books, and then certain topics like health, hygiene, everything in between, graphic novels, celebrating the Black identity, real people, things like that. So if you scroll down, they'll have a whole bunch of different categories that you can go through on the home page. And then if you scroll up to the top, they also have these little tabs right here. So if you're looking for specific types of books, like here we have storybooks. So if we click on storybooks, it's going to give you all of these storybooks here. So you can either go through their featured categories like new books, award winners, and bestsellers. You can see alphabet and reading. Or if you want, you can click view all titles. And then it will just give you all of the titles. You can sort by cover, title, ascending, however you want to do it. You can do by subject. And I'll go back. Or you can just do by their featured categories. Then there's also read-alongs, and this is the page for all the read-along books. So like they could be chapter books, they can be early readers, advanced readers, children's classics. Again, like the storybooks, you can also just view all of the titles, and then once you get in there, you can view by subject. So that's up to you. Then there's also ebooks on here. So you can see some of them go by author, popular authors, or again, like early readers, chapter books, advanced readers, classics, things like that. There's also a tab for graphic novels, which is awesome. And you can scroll through those. There's also nonfiction books on here as well. And you can go through and you can see that they kind of have different categories based on animals, history, geography, science. There's biography, insects, seasons. You can also go through those titles. There's also videos on here, which are really fun. So these videos are, all educational, informational. A lot of them you can see are about nature and animals, insects, things like that. And you can go through all of those. There are languages on here as well. The only two that I see are French and Spanish, but they're still on here. There's also playlists that you could look at. So these, under 10 minutes, they'll get 10 to 20 minutes, 20 to 30, so however long that child wants to read. They break it down for you. And then they also have puzzles and games. It looks like the games got cut off there. So you have new games, like different memory games. They have math ones, language ones, things like that. So they can play those as well. Sentence games are very popular too. Looks like those are the newer ones. You can also go to the index if you don't want to use these tabs and you're looking for maybe a particular title or author. If you go to the index, you can see all of the books that they have on all of Tumblebooks. So you can go and you can search by, so if you want to do like in alphabetical order by author, this is going like reverse alphabetical, or by title you could do type, AOR number, anything like that. You could also use the Tumble search option if you're looking for a particular title, author, subject. It breaks it down into all these different filters depending on what you're looking for. So you can use that to find something. Also, you can see that there's a favorites tab right here, and it says you have not selected any favorites. So if your child really likes one book in particular and you want to favorite it for another day to read it again, so say it's Dreams of Hope. So when you go to the book itself, you could click add to favorites right here, and then something will pop up and it says this book has been added to the favorites list successfully. So that when you go to your favorites, you can see that that book is there, so you remember for next time, oh, my child really liked this one. We can go back and we can read it again. In terms of actually reading these books and what you have to do, it's very simple. All you have to do is click on a book. So say we would want to do this one. And then if you hit read online, a new window will pop up. And then here is the book. And then your kids can read them on here. So this one is a graphic novel. But if you want to do like a storybook or a read along, some of them are animated or will read it to you. So like Bounce, if we read this one online, this one will play audio for you as well. And then if you go to the next page,
let's bounce like a bunny. Hip hop, hip hop.
And you can do volume on, volume off, help off. You can do as well if you want your child to just read it on their own and not have the words highlighted or have somebody read it to you. That's up to you, but that's a nice option, I think, too, for the littles that are just starting to get used to, words and reading and things like that. But overall, it's a really great resource for, I think, all kids to use of all ages because it does have such a wide variety of reading levels and books available. You can see, too, in the book details if you're wondering, oh, my child is in kindergarten, I don't know if this book is appropriate for them. If you go on to the book's information, the book details over here, you can see that this book, okay, this is the reading level, and then also the grade level, and then there's more information as well if you're interested. But it's overall a really great resource for kids and parents, especially since they'll be home, from school for winter break soon. I think it would be great to introduce them to this and have them, explore when they can't come to the library, or maybe, it's snowing or something through the winter. They can still access books at home, similar to their parents do with, resources like Libby that have digital books and audiobooks and things like that. So again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any of them. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.